Hi, I'm Vinny, and this is Vinny's View. I'm in the minivan, or maybe I should call it the Vinny van. I think I need a sign for the outside, to really, take my game to a whole new level here. Anyway, I just got done seeing Night at the Museum, Battle of the Smithsonian. Okay, so this is the sequel to the original Night at the Museum, which stars Ben Stiller, and he played a night watchman at the Museum of Natural History, where there's fabulous exhibits, including this crazy tablet from Egypt that basically brought all of the exhibits back to life in the original movie. This movie is a sequel. Larry has become this incredible pitchman. He's kind of like a Ron Popeil. He does these incredible, stupid inventions, and he's made $1 billion. And he's kind of away from the museum now. All the exhibits in the museum, he finds out, have been shipped to the Smithsonian Museum in Washington. They're being shipped there. All his old buddies from the original movie are being shipped there and put in storage in lieu of some crazy exhibits that are going to be more interactive and more high tech. So all his little guys are being shipped down there, and he won't be able to see them again. Okay, so he gets a call from Jedediah, played by Owen Wilson, and he's this big. How can he make a phone call? Okay, so he gets a call, and he's gonna go. They're in trouble because there's some crazy pharaoh down there, played by Hank Azaria. Crazy pharaoh is gonna take over the world. He's got a big plot. So Larry's got to come out of night watchman retirement and head on down to D.C. and hook up with Amelia Earhart, played by Amy Adams, and he's going to go save the world, basically. So that's the story. Real quickly, this movie, it's really what's wrong with Hollywood. I mean, I love movies. I mean, that's why I'm doing all this. This is what's wrong with movies. They take a really nice idea. It was a really nice family picture, Night at the Museum. It was a lot of fun. I mean, you could take your kids, parents could go and enjoy this kind of movie. It was a lot of fun. It had a lot of funny laughs. I thought it was pretty fresh, pretty original. Basically what it did here, it's taking this great idea, redoing all the same old jokes, and creating so-called new movie when you're supposed to really care about Larry, and Larry was all hooked into this. He's got away from the museum, and now he's into this life of wearing a suit and always on the cell phone, and this is supposed to save him as well as he's saving the world and saving his little buddies from being packed away in a basement somewhere of the Smithsonian. So again, I think this is really what's wrong with Hollywood. They think they can make a fresh move, take a fresh, great movie that was really a lot of fun, and just redo it all over again, maybe a little different locale, same old jokes, and it just doesn't work, and it's just not as much fun anymore. It's funny, these movies attract a lot of great actors, and there's so many really good actors in this movie, starting with Ben Stiller. I mean, but he's really so hit or miss for me. I mean, he's great, and there's Something About Mary. Something About Mary is one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. I almost died laughing watching that movie. He was great in Tropic Thunder, and then he does a bunch of other kind of crappy movies, and he's come really back and forth. And the first Night in the Museum, he was good. It was fun. This one is, come on. I mean, come on, Ben. Let's do another Tropic Thunder. I mean, if you're going to do another movie again. You have Amy Adams, who last year was nominated for an Oscar in Doubt, and she was just brilliant. I just loved her in that movie with Meryl Streep, and she just it's really, I think she's on her way to being a really terrific actress. She also did Sunshine Cleaning this year, and I thought she was really good in that. But she's Amelia Earhart in this. I mean, she's just wasted. What are you doing in this stupid remake? I mean, do the first one, not the second one. You have Owen Wilson, and he's just reduced to being a hostage in this movie, and it's just not funny anymore. I mean, playing that little Jedediah, I don't even know who Jedediah is. I mean, come on, Owen, come on. I mean, can we do Wedding Crashers? I mean, that was a funny movie. You're gonna do Wedding Crashers too? Maybe I might go see it, but not this. Come on. Hank Azaria is in this movie, and he's just chewing scenery as this lisping crazy Egyptian guy, Kamun Ra, and he's just way over the top, and come on. I mean, he does all the voices of The Simpsons. Just go back to that, please. Robin Williams is in this movie, and I love Robin Williams, and he was actually very good as Teddy Roosevelt in the first movie. In this movie, he's just doing the same old thing, and you know, I love Robin. Robin Williams is a genius, and you know, Good Will Hunting. I think he won an Oscar for Good Will Hunting. He was just brilliant in that. You know, I mean, do a comedy on your own, or do, you know, something Oscar worthy again, because he's a really a good actor. But you know, again, Teddy Roosevelt, we've done it before. I mean, are you in for payday here? What's going on? One of the good things about this movie is, you know, the special effects are really cool and unique. And one good thing about taking it to Washington. Washington's one of my favorite cities. It's a great city and a lot of fun to go visit. And also the Smithsonian museums are really amazing with incredible exhibits. So there's a lot of, I think that my favorite scene is in the Air and Space Museum, and a lot of the stuff comes to life there, and that's a lot of fun. And I think there's some cool and inventive ideas with some of the other exhibits that come to life. So that to me, there is still a little of that magic left from the first movie, but you know, overall it's just, you know, it's just a rehashing. But you know, effects were good, I'll give you that. Some fun little paintings come to life. So they jump into some paintings. I mean, some of the other sculptures and the Thinker, and you know, I think there are some fun things that go on in this movie. But again, it's just a rehashing. I mean, again, why you know, why make this movie over again? It's just the same movie made in a different location. So I didn't care that much. Sorry. So who's going to go see this movie? I think anyone over 12 is going to have a problem with this movie. So I'd say anyone under 11 who's a fan of Night at the Museum, you know, I think they might enjoy it. So unfortunately, the kids have to be chaperoned. So unfortunately, you're probably going to have to take them. So I would say take the kids, take a nap. Okay? So that's not a bad deal. You get an hour and 45 minutes of a little sleep time, and you're all set. Everyone's happy. So that's my advice. Okay, so I'm Vinny, and this was Vinny's View. Check me out the rest of the summer. I got some great reviews coming up. It's going to be it's going to be a fun summer. It's got to be better than this. Okay? Thanks.